Well, this that you guys see over here is a 1990 Kawasaki Jetboat. They only made a few of these. They're pretty rare, and I'm gonna restore this one. I have a lot of work to do on this since you can't probably see it, but it's like kind of blowing the foam inside and it's separating the two halves, and it's also cracked the body, the hole over there. So my goal is to restore this thing as best as possible and get it back in the water so we can enjoy it. So let's do it. Now that we've taken everything out of it, you guys can see the condition of this. When I first got this thing, it was literally full of dirt, water. It had a motor, it had pretty much everything, but obviously all of that was trash. So the only good thing that was left in the ski was the steering cable and that reverse cable, and as you guys can see, it's still pretty good. We just greased it up a little bit, and now it needs a lot more work. So what I plan on doing is cutting some access panels right here and maybe here in the front, and then removing all this old foam, taking it out of there, because that's what's causing this to crack. So once I do that, then we can pour new foam and seal it back up and drop the engine and everything else. We have everything. I have everything to put it together. I have the engine, I have the exhaust, I have everything to put it together except the gas tank, because the tank was in pretty rough shape. So we decided to ditch that, and we're probably gonna make our own. But yeah, this thing has clean title, everything is good to go. Just need to put it together. So if you see the pile of foam right there, it came from here. I know it looks pretty bad, but there's a million ways to do this, to cut it out and all that, but this is already cracked. So I went ahead and cut it out, and I started digging some foam out. This foam is dry, but this one down here, it's all wet, and this is what we want to get out. So I got to do this on this side, all the way that way, and all the way back this way, and same thing on this side. So if it doesn't come out that way, I'm just gonna try to pop the whole top of the Jetboat out so we can clear all the foam and then go from there. But this is how it's going so far. So it's the next day. I only got a few videos yesterday of this and how we did it. Sadly, the top of this one was way too far gone for us to save it, and since there's not really a lot of information out there on how to do this, we just kind of went with it. And I mean, it wasn't really the best way, and the top ended up cracking and breaking and whatever. I just ended up ditching the top and cutting it away, and it made our life a lot easier. But just so you guys can see how it's supposed to be done, I have this one right here, which we're gonna be using the top of this one to put it on this one. It is in really rough shape. Like you can see over there, it's cracked over there. It's also cracked right there. But I'm gonna do it the right way, maybe the way that we should have done this one, but it's it's too late, and the top on this one was really bad. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do this one and how I'm gonna take all this foam out in order for me to save the top of this one and the bottom too, because we want to do something with the bottom. But yeah, hopefully this video can help a lot of you guys that are planning on doing this, because this is a problem with the Jetmates. All this foam is wet. I'll show you how. See all that water? This is just completely soaked. Same thing on the other side and all the top, because when I found this one, you can see the watermark all the way around. It was actually flipped inside the water. So the first thing I did it off camera just to get it done quick, but you cut out windows like that. On the same thing on the other side and the back. I'm not gonna cut any here because that's where the handle goes, and I don't want to mess with this part right here. But same thing on this side. And as you guys can see, this foam is just way too wet. It's full of water. I mean, this thing is heavy. But we're gonna grab that pressure washer, kind of what we did yesterday with this one, but we're gonna blast the water through this windows. We're gonna get all this foam out, hopefully all the foam on the bottom here, and then we're gonna angle our gun that way and get all this foam on this side. Same thing here. Get all this foam here all the way as far as we can reach, and then come from this side, do the same thing as far as we can reach, and then same thing with this side until we get all the foam out, mainly in the front. Once we get this part, I bought a little 90-degree attachment for the pressure washer so we can get in there down and get all the foam that's under the floor right here. Because when I was trying to get the top out of this one, the floor was one of the things that cracked first, and it's because the foam, they used the foam as part of the glue. So the foam is glued to the top and the bottom, so that's what keeps these two together. So if you don't get the foam out, you will never get the top out without breaking it. So now, yeah, this is already broken, but I'm gonna try to not break it even more, try to save it. But yeah, I don't think I'll have time to work on it today, but whenever we do the pressure washing all this out, I'll get it on video. I'll probably do a time lapse and then show you guys exactly what we're doing. But so far, this is the progress. I mean, not bad. In 2 days we already got that cleaned out, and this one, it'll take maybe a few hours to get all this foam out. It's a little messy, you know. It's you gotta wear like eye protection, because as soon as you shoot that water jet in here, there's gonna be stuff flying right at you. So I got plenty of foam inside my eyes yesterday, and that's not fun. But yeah, that's the plan we got for these two. So the top of this one goes in that one, or we'll see once we get this foam out, see what the condition of the bottom is, because the only thing I don't like about this bottom is that the foam right here has started to lift this right here. And once I get this foam out, I'm gonna try to push it back down and glue it. If that doesn't work, then I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we'll see. If this one is in better condition, we might keep this one together and swap all the parts from this one to that one, but we'll see. So far, the plan is to get the top from this one and put it on that one. So stay tuned for the next episode. Hopefully we get that foam blasted out of there and those two halves separated. And yeah, just stay tuned so you can see that.